things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hoosiers about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. Defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Continues to fight for yards. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Hoosiers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Hoosiers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this 1st punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Bounced off his feet.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Wilson to pass. Here's a hit. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Get this drive started from the 29. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Dropping back, it's Sellers. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wilson will throw. Floats it out in space. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Back to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wilson to pass. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Dances away. Oh, he's got a chance. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wilson will throw. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pitting their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The Hoosiers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Sings it complete to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Defense showing blitz here. Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. The throw to the outside is complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on first and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina. Here we go. Do the show. Right.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
So first down will open up the final period. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pucks it out of the air. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, it's Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henby.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Quarterback adapting. He's loose. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this...
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And the defense down in this game. They just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Gamecock. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. BYU is running away with this one, and they're just itching to ring that victory bell. They're up by 26 over Miami. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's Hemby. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Off play action. Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Let's go! Let's go! 6 remain! 6 remain!
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's a throw downfield late. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far. And a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up. And another great job that time in coverage.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much.